Well, hey there, everybody. It's me, Jessica, Health Fitness Program Manager from McLean, and I'm coming to you live from my favorite storage closet here in the fitness center for today's Tabata Hit circuit. I do recommend a mat for today. I've moved mine out of the way. I'm excited that because I'm not in my apartment today, I'm gonna bring a little bit more plyometrics into today's workout. However, I'm going to give you an option if that extra jump is not what works for you and that it isn't right for your space. The only weights that I have today, I intended to bring one medium weight because we're going to do a lunge into a knee drive balancing overhead press. I know that I need to be mindful of my shoulder, which has still been giving me some struggle. So I brought a variety of weights. And if you find that you can do weights with one hand, but you need to be more mindful and not do weights at all with the other hand for now, that's awesome too. We're going to get started in 3 minutes. 3 minutes till we get started. I'm just going to come over here and check on all things that are the internet. Boop, 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 boop. Sorry, everybody. You can see the top of my head. Wonderful. Do, 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 do. You guys, is today like Super Monday for anyone else? Ugh, I mean, yay! Oh, you guys, too funny. I mean, yay. Hold on, my computer's being slower than slow. It's having a case of the Mondays. It's weird. I don't see class, but I see that someone's looking at class. Where am I posting this class? I don't know. Come on, internet. There I am. Perfect. Oh my gosh. Marika. All right, let's do this, everyone. We're going to get started. Just a nice little march in place. Either keeping up with this little march in place, or if you want, you can switch to a jog. We're just going to jog it out or march for the first minute. I love a good marching video. One of my favorite things about it is you can move around, whether you're keeping the intensity at just this march or a jog where you go forward and back. Just make use of the space you have. Start really pulling your core in, belly button back towards your spine, and make sure you're still breathing. Keep those shoulders nice and relaxed away from your ears. Let's take those legs out a little bit wider, a little bit of a wider march slash shuffle for the last 30 seconds here. We're getting weird, everyone. It's my favorite thing to do. Get a little weird. All right, go ahead. Turn things into just a nice lateral side to side step tap. Bring some attention to your shoulders and come into those shoulder rolls. Whether you do some sexy individual shoulder rolls, or if you want to stick with those one at a time, do me a favor and change direction of your shoulder rolls right now. Are you still breathing? Good. Let's change this motion into a little, what are these called? I never remember what these are called. Glutes, little glute heel kick. Awesome. So it's really up to you how much engagement you find for these little kickbacks. When my knees are a little forward, I don't really feel much in my quads. The more that I really point that knee down towards the floor, even bringing it a little bit more behind me, the more I start to feel a little bit more warm up through those glutes, through those quads, a little stretching of the hips. 10 more seconds right here. Yay, awesome. You are super awesome. Let's go ahead, plant those amazing feet and give me just 10 little air squats. 9. If you want, you can even extend your hands in front of you for a little bit of extra balance here. You're just going down in the range of motion that works for you as we're warming up. So make sure the weight stays in your heels. Glutes are being sent towards the back of the room. Knees aren't coming forward of your toes. 3 more, 2 more, 1. Awesome. Give me some nice big arm circles. We'll just come back to that nice little lateral side to side step tap. Other arm. Whew. That arm circle is a little smaller for me. I'm going to be smart. Keep my hand on my shoulder and let my elbow leave. Change directions. We're going to get the other side in the other direction in 4, 3, 2, 1. Other direction. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Take a little shuffle side to side. All right, we're just gonna shuffle side to side, or you can always step a little step side to side, or add a hop in the center. Just working those inner outer thighs a little bit. 4 more to each side. 3, 2. I did say to each side. 1. Awesome. Come on back into that march, either marching in place or a little jog in place. Let me tell you what we're doing for round 1. This is the one I'm most excited about to push yourself a little bit harder. Getting those heart rates up in the beginning. Move number 1 is also going to help you to continue to loosen up and feel warm. All right. So ideally, for this one, we're going to go split, split, squat. Split, split, squat. I'm leading to begin with the same leg each time. I'm going to lead with that same leg for 4 rounds, and then I'm going to switch and lead with the opposite leg for 4 rounds. If doing this jump split does not work for you today, you can tap, tap, step out into your squat and in. Forward, back, tap, and in. And then you can also change with that same leg if you're just stepping. Maybe the next round, step back and forward, out and in. Awesome. But if you're keeping it easy, one leg stays planted the whole time. And if you need to switch it up, if you need to switch to just one leg on the floor, you can do that too. But let's start with round 1. We got 20 seconds of work at a time in 3, 2, 1. Begin. So we're going to split, split, squat into your heels. I'm going to tuck my shirt in just a little bit. You're not allowed to tuck my shirt in, everybody. Coming into a nice wide sumo style squat, but still making sure weight's in the heels. Take a break. I'm going to dance it out to the music that I only hear in my head, just to gently keep that body moving. 3, 2, same foot. Here we go. Split, split, squat. I want you to find a nice steady pace that works for you. Maybe you're moving a little bit slower than I am, and that's okay. Maybe you're moving a little faster. Just keep breathing. Make sure you're not holding your breath, is what I'm trying to say. Dance it out. 10-second break. 2 more times on this leg. Getting some relaxation in my chest. Shoulders here. Here we go. Split, split, squat. Find that one spot. Keep your eyes relaxed and focused in front of you. We got one more time on this side. Take a break. Ooh, is your heart rate a little faster? I certainly hope so. Last time this leg leads. Trying to get my elbows all the way down to my quads, but maybe on your split squat, you're reaching down to the floor like a frog. Try not to collapse that chest too much though. Ooh, 10-second break. Halfway through, we're going to switch up. Let the other leg lead to the front in 3, 2, here we go. It's getting a little harder to chat with y'all as we're moving through this set. 5 seconds left right here. If you're not sweating at all at home, I encourage you to try out a little talk test. Talk back to me. 3, 2, here we go. Remember, you can also tap, tap, out. Tap, tap, out. Oh, we're doing great. 2 more times to go. Then we're going to relax those legs. Come to upper body ab work. Ready? Last 2 times. I hope you're doing your best to land a little light on those toes. 3, 2, take a break. 1 more time to go. I hope you woke up and said, I would like to sweat today. Because I'm going to make you sweat today, you guys and gals, and people and pets and children and whatever else or whomever else is around. Come on, last 3, 2, 1. Oh, we're so good. Shake it off, shake it off. Get that mat out. Switch into upper body. You read the description, I'm sure. So push-ups are coming up next. Now, I'm going to modify my push-ups for all 3 sets because I'm being smart for my body today. And I want to continue doing moves now so that I can continue to exercise tomorrow, next week, the month after, as opposed to knowing that something is feeling a little bit weak and not being smart. So you can do these push-ups on your knees from tabletop. You can step your legs back into a checkpoint, or you can be up on your toes. It's your choice. I'm going to be right here in tabletop because you can still really work into that upper body, a little bit less ab engagement. So 3 different moves. We're going to start off with our hands making a diamond shape, hands just about underneath of your heart center. Elbows are going to come out in a slight diagonal in 3, 2, 1, 20 seconds. Here we go. So you're leading with your head and your heart. Even if you're on your knees or your toes, just make sure that your belly is not the first thing coming down to the mat. Sometimes I even like to cross my ankles here. Awesome. Take a second, take a break. I recommend coming off your hands, maybe even shaking them out. We're going to switch to do a nice wide push-up. So as wide, maybe wider than the mat. Here we go. So I'm still staying right here in tabletop, being smart for my body today. Also because this wide push-up is a little bit more intense on the shoulders. So find the range of motion that works for you. Ideally, you're working to bring that chest as close to the mat. Take a break as possible. Shake it out. Next, we're going to do a normal push-up. So hands just about at the chest. Here we go. So just a little bit more narrow. than that wide push-up, but not quite as tricep focused as that triangular push-up. We're going to do each of these at least one more time. Take a break. And then for the last 2 rounds, your choice. I encourage you to pick the most challenging push-up for you. Diamond hands, once again, here we go. So the further that your knees are back from the center line of your body, the more challenge you're going to feel in these push-ups. But hopefully, even if you're just joining me right here while being in tabletop, take a break. You're starting to feel a little something. All right, get ready for that nice wide grip. And right now, I want you to think about taking your time here too. So you're not just, going down and not really engaging that chest to help you press yourself back up. Your shoulder blades should also be squeezed towards each other. Your back is engaged straight here. Take a break. The slower that you move, for most of the strength moves that we do, the smarter and more effective it is. Slightly narrow push-up, narrow to normal. Oh, 10 seconds left. All right, for the last 2 rounds, your choice of push-up. So I'm going to go with my most challenging, but still being mindful. I'm going to go for that wide push-up for round 7. Here we go. I'm really trying to do my best to make sure I don't let my good arm and shoulder compensate for the weak one. And maybe that means not going as deep, and that's okay too. Awesome, take a break. One thing I always like to think about when exercising is, what can your body do today? All right, last round. Here we go. So it doesn't matter what your body did yesterday. And hopefully we're preparing ourselves for an even more amazing tomorrow. But in the meantime, we are appreciating what we can do today, and we're doing it carefully so we can keep coming back. We're so good. All right, that's done. Let's make our way to our feet. You can grab a quick sip of water if you want. I'm going to move this mat out of the way again for our next round, which is going to be, here's the workout, a side lunge into an overhead press. I'm going to do my weaker arm first. We're halfway through the workout. You can start with whichever side you would like to. I'm going to try this 5-pound weight, and if I need to switch to something lighter, knowing that my arm hurts, I will, because I'm being smart, and you are too. All right, so give yourself lots of space to step out to the side. We're going to plant that foot, send your glutes back behind you. So as I step to the side, I'm making sure my knee is going to point in the same direction of my toes as I get a nice big inner thigh stretch for this lunge. Step it back in, and you have a couple choices right here. You can either step it back in, eliminate the balance, and just go for an overhead press, or side lunge into a knee drive overhead press. Maybe you need to put your, I'm switching back right now. Maybe you need to put your foot down for a second to get your balance and then get that extra little bit of ab work with your knee drive, or maybe you can step right into it. Let's find out in 3, 2, 1, begin. So stepping out, plant your foot, find that lunge, step it in, see if you can balance. Woo! Knee drive. You got to keep that core in nice and tight. You got to find that, oh my gosh, spot to focus your eyes, and these are things that are going to help you with your balance right here. Or, tap your toe down for a sec. Awesome. We made it through round 1. Now we got muscle memory on our side, everyone. Same leg is going to step out. 2, 1, here we go. So big lunge, drive, lunge, drive. You're going to work your core a little bit more if you can challenge yourself to not put this opposite foot down on the floor. But I also want you to find as much length through the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Awesome. Take a break. 2 times done on this side. 2 times to go. 3, 2, 1. Keep that chest up, belly in. Here we go. Is it starting to feel a little bit more fluid? How high can you drive that knee? Use that exhale to get it up to work those abs. So I'm exhaling here, inhale, exhaling here. One more time on this side. Make sure your stabilizing weight has a lot of the weight in the heel, not in the ball and toe. Here we go. Three, 2, 1. Awesome. Let's step to the other side. I'm going to switch my weight to something a little bit heavier. In 3, 2, 1, and begin. So find that side lunge. Remember, this is round 1. So be a little graceful with yourself in round 1. You've already warmed up just a little bit. Maybe it feels easier. Maybe this is your less stable side. We're bringing, take a break. Balance into the party here with that single leg knee drive. 3, 2, 1. Chest up, belly in, begin. Always making sure that you start off coming into that good form, good engagement. Awesome. Take a break. Three, 2, 1. How's everyone's Monday? I am trying to really set that positive intention today. One of my tricks to a good week, doesn't always work, but one of the things I like to do, I like to start my Mondays off with a nice take a break, relaxing bath. So before work starts, waking up a little early, getting into the bathtub, begin getting my mind in order. And I'll tell you what, that's where I wrote this class today, just laying in the bathtub thinking, oh my God, I get to be in the office. I can add in some jumps. We're doing split jumps into a squat. Yay. All right. We got 2 moves left, everyone, and we're done with using the weights for today. But we're not done with our plyo options, because next up, we're going to combine a burpee with an inchworm, and I'm excited. All right. You can make this as challenging or as easy as you want to. Maybe you take out the jump from the back, hinge forward, walk yourself out. You can always step your feet up to the top, reach up, hinge forward, walk your feet to the back. So I think you understand what's happening here. We've only got 10 minutes left. Let's get right into it. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So at the back of the mat, hop, hinge, belly in, walk yourself out. Step or jump to the front, lift up. I'm going to add in the jump at the top. You can either walk or step your legs back, walk your hands back. Bam, 2 seconds left. I'm going to tuck my shirt in during those 2 seconds. Awesome. Yay, we made it through round 1. 7 more to go. Here we go. Find that big jump, hinge with your belly in, walk those hands out. Remember, you can keep it easy and step your feet forward, reach up. You can step your feet back and carefully inchworm back. Whew. All right, so another goal here is to try and get a little further each time. Ready? Here we go. I just saw a drop of sweat. fly off my brow. I did it. How about you? Did you succeed in getting a little further this time? I'm just going to start this next round from the top of the mat. Why not? Ready? Here we go. Oh, we made it. Awesome. Halfway, I believe. Maybe this next one's halfway. Y'all know I can't read this timer. Begin. Take a break. How you doing? Hopefully great. We're going to finish strong here, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Ugh. Take a break. Just going to start down here from the floor because you can start this one from any point. Ready? 3, 2, 1. So I'm starting off exactly where I left off. No cheating myself over here. We got one more round after this. One more round of this move. Take a break. One more round total. Then we're done. Doesn't that sound great? Begin. Oh, we made it, everyone. All right, let's come on down to the floor for our last round of the day. Last move is going to be a nice X and O crunch. Let's go through a couple different options so that everyone has something that they can do. We're going to start off laying down on the floor, arms extended overhead, or if you need to, if your shoulders hurt, arms extended out towards the side in some sort of an X. And then we're going to ideally lift everything up into a crunch, into a nice boat pose. Maybe even bring your hands behind your legs so you can keep that chest up for an O and back down. Now, if you want something a little bit easier, you're just going to do one leg at a time for a nice little X and O. If you want something a little bit harder, keep your feet up off of the floor the whole time. So many options. Pick one in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So I'm going to start off with the whole shebang. X into O, into X. But I'm taking it a little easier on myself. I'm bringing my heels down to the floor each time. But I'm doing my best to also not slam those heels down towards the floor. Bringing them, take a break, and my upper body down with control. Let me demonstrate that modified version coming up next. So we're going to do one leg at a time. So just lifting one leg up and in and back down, bringing it in, still working to carefully bring that foot down towards the floor. And perhaps, if this is too much on your neck, I would say focus on really drawing that core in and make sure that you're not leading with the chin. Take a break. Or modify even more. Keep your head down on the floor and just find a drive with your knees. Ready? Begin. I'm using that exhale to help me get up each time. And by bringing those arms up overhead, you get a little bit of a swing with those arms. Take a break to help you find that lift. Ooh, you feel it? I'm starting to feel it. That was 3 rounds, 5 to go. Switching into that modified version just to keep going, to feel good. And because I know it's still working, maybe you get a little bit more of that knee drive to your chest and shoulder by doing one leg at a time. Oh, take a break, take a break. You're going to switch back into the full body, both legs at a time move. Here we go. Because with challenge comes change. If this is super easy, think about keeping those feet from touching the floor. Make sure that lower back stays down on the mat, though. Don't sacrifice that lower back arching when you're at the very bottom. By feet coming off the floor. Take a break. But you gotta be a little uncomfortable. That's when we're really starting to do the work. If you're not feeling it at all, we're not making a difference, which is a bummer. I know. Not saying it has to hurt, just saying you need to find the challenge. And every day is different. So what's challenging? Take a break. One day might not be challenging on another day, or maybe it's too challenging and you pare it down a little. And that's fine. It's fine. Let's just keep going. Here we go. Coming towards the end here. One more round after this. And then we can get a nice quick little stretch. And move on with your day. Ah. Oh. One more time through. What are you going to do for this last round? I'm going to do both legs at the same time. Because I'm worth it. How about you? Are you worth it to challenge yourself? Can you try both legs at the same time? Once. And if you need to switch back to those single legs, that's fine. But try it once. Maybe you surprise yourself. Lay down on your back. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Try to decompress that spine. Get as much of the back of your head, back of your neck, shoulders, mid back, lower back, flat on the mat as possible. Oh, while we're here, we'll do my favorite quad stretch. Right hand comes on top of left leg. Left hand reaches underneath, grabs hold of right foot. Sole of right foot comes close towards the glute and start to stretch that right knee towards the wall away from you and the outside of your leg closer to the mat. You'll feel that big stretch into your quad. Breathe. Good. Make those exhales nice and long. Start to really slow that heart rate down and carefully switch. Left hand comes on top of right shin. Right hand reaches underneath. Sole of the foot comes close towards the glute. Ooh, start to stretch your knee towards the end of the mat and start to press the outside of the leg towards the mat. How's that quad feel? Great. I certainly hope so. Keep breathing. Awesome. Oh, wow. Let's roll on over. Come into tabletop because I know that unfortunately, we're out of time. I encourage you to give yourself a couple more stretches here at the very end. So in tabletop, let's focus on those shoulders. Really pressing into those hands palms, bringing that chest forward towards your triceps. Maybe even giving yourself a couple of nice little shoulder rolls here in one direction, bringing them in the opposite direction as well. Take your time, tuck those toes under, send your hips up towards the ceiling, pedal through those heels. Take a moment in down dog, find that final stretch through your shoulders, another stretch into the calves and hamstrings. And then when you're ready, walk your hands to your feet or your feet to your hands. Take a moment with that dangle. Get that big stretch on the back of your legs. If you can't reach the floor, that's okay. Can you grab hold of your opposite elbow? Maybe you wrap your hands around your legs. Maybe you have your hands on your thighs for support. Take a generous bend of your knees and slowly roll yourself up, one vertebrae at a time. At the top, stack your shoulders over your hips and inhale. Arms all the way up overhead. Look up even. Exhale, relax your arms down by your side. Let's take another 2 big breaths. Bend your knees. Inhale, reach up, look up, find that stretch in your belly. Exhale, arms come down. Last big stretch. This time, as you bring your arms down, take your time. Maybe reach a little to one side, reach a little to the opposite side. Get weird. Awesome. And that's all the time that we had for today. I hope you're feeling great. Sorry to anyone who tuned in hoping to see my super needy dog. I promise he'll be super needy again on Wednesday. And I look forward to you seeing me then. Let me know if you had fun today, and we'll all work out again soon.